It said questions that is apathy playing, is the love for Ernest Yakumi playing, are people going to vote based on the play out? Is the role of a member of parliament all going to play out, and so on and so forth? Lots of questions, but the data man S. Musa Dankwa, and he told me point blank that per his analysis and trend, 52% as of last Friday for the NDC candidate. And this morning you've seen it in the data, or you've seen it in the news, 53% is his call for the NDC. The NPP opposes anyway, but we'll see how that goes. Let me come to the studio now. Let me engage my guest in his the flash points that we can get to and bring you up to speed with stories coming in from there, and we'll still come back in the studio. So this afternoon is for you, it is for me, it is for God and country, and it is for the Akwatia constituency. Obviously, we would have some discussions, broader discussions on NPP and NDC and the politics of the country. But Wanda Kuto is a lawyer, he's a member of the governing board of the VRA, and he's a senior communications member of the National Democratic Congress. Wanda, thank you very much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you're doing well. And Ernest Adade, he is seated fast, so I'm not able to. But Ernest, let me wave you. Ernest is also a senior member of the New Patriotic Party, communications member of the New Patriotic Party. Let me welcome you, gentlemen, to the studio this afternoon. I hope you're all doing well. And you've been monitoring what's happening in the Akwatia constituency. I think so far, I don't know if I can describe it as so good based on what's been happening so far. For me, I think it's good. Looking at Ayawaso West Ogon, looking at Ablekuma North recently that we had, so far, let me begin with you, Wanda. How is it for you? Please, you'd have to press your microphone on. Okay, so we can hear you now.
Thank you very much. I'm saying good afternoon to you, my brother seated here, and to our viewers. I must say that I'm not surprised that the election so far is peaceful. Of course, there have been some one or two incidents, but it's largely peaceful, and it's part of the reset agenda that we talked about. We've been in this country where by now, in the by-election, MPs were slapped and all of that. I'm referring to the Ayawaso West wagon. But beyond that, even if there are challenges in elections, they have to be dealt with. So you see that in the recent case of Ablekuma, we've allowed the security agencies, the institutions to take its due course. But as of today, the Ayawaso West wagon incident has not been implemented. Of course, a commission of inquiry was put in place, but nothing has come out of that. But today's election, I can assure you that then we are winning. This election is so crucial for us, not because of the numbers, but because we have the people of Akwatia at heart. You understand? This is the ruling government, and it's important for the people of Akwatia to know that if they give us an MP to be part of the ruling government, development can move there much easier. That's a fact. An opposition MP will struggle to develop the area. So they know. You could even see that in a few days, this government has shown a lot of good faith. The money that was released to assembly members, 25 million Ghana cedi to assembly members across the country as their monthly allowances, include assembly members of the Akwatia constituency. The no stress fee policy include persons from Akwatia constituency. So that should tell you that for this government, and you could see that the inflation is dropped, exchange rate is dropped. So there's some kind of goodwill that this government is enjoying, and the people of Akwatia will reward this government for the good work done. And you know that there's a saying that says that the reward for good work is more work. You understand? And we are asking the people of Akwatia to give us more work to do. They've seen our work. Look, the MPP government couldn't stabilize the city. They couldn't strengthen the city. The MPP government, as it were, could not restructure our debt properly. They placed that in a lot of debt, a mess and all of that. We are not borrowing. We have stacked and we have our eyes on the ball. So I will not be surprised that latest by 6 p.m., 7 p.m., the NDC lawyer Bernard Bediako be declared winner of the Akwatia seat, my brother. Thank you.
Let me come to you, Ernest. And one of the things that the NDC has goodwill, and that's going to play out for them. And that by the end of the day, when the EC is set to declare the results, it will be in favor of the National Democratic Congress. They need more work to do, and the Akwatia people should give them the work.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings to all our viewers all over the world, wherever they might be. But I was surprised when you were trying to compare how good this election is with Ayawaso West Wuogon. And you didn't compare with, after Ayawaso West Wuogon, many people have forgotten that we have had one by-election. And it went...
I mentioned it.
And it went so well.
I mentioned Ablekuma North.
No, I am not interested, not Ablekuma North. But before the MPP left office, after Ayawaso West Wuogon, certain things happened. And those things that happened are worth noting. We saw a bad election. So in Akan, there is an adage that when you want to compare your height, you don't compare to a dwarf. So all of us in this room and our viewers all over the world would have realized that Ayawaso West Wuogon might have not been the best of by-elections, that if you want to compare a good by-election to, that shouldn't be the election we should be comparing to. After that, things happened. The MPP government then did something. We listened to the people of Ghana. A commission was, a group of people were commissioned to investigate. After the investigation, a law was passed to disband all vigilante groups in Ghana here. So now having a group like the Azoka boys who are parading Akwatia today in pickups and going from polling station to polling station, the people who attacked our general secretary, the people who raised issues, and they are creating problems for other people unprovoked, are by law disbanded. Today, just this morning, the Sofo Azoka himself was believed to have made a statement that when the minority leader, but through goodwill, decided to visit the NDC office when he arrived in Akwatia, visited them, they had a chat, everybody was happy. And when he got there, said if he met the minority leader there would have been a by-election in his hometown, in his place. In Efutu. Can you imagine this? And this is the election, everybody, and you could see that after Ayawaso West Wuogon and the ensuing issues that happened, the MPP went ahead to disband every single, how do you call them, group in the MPP. But NDC still maintained these people going ahead. They created all these problems that happened in that place. How do you call it? Ablekuma North. And they are still in pickups roaming polling stations. And I was surprised. I haven't seen the person on motorbike arrested. I don't know where he belongs to. But I was surprised the police arrested somebody on motorbike. They might have done the right thing. I don't know the intelligence they have that they did that. But the people in pickups going from polling station to polling station are going round. Nobody's been arrested. It's unfortunate. But the point I am trying to make is that goodwill and all the good things that the people of Ghana are expecting. The three of us in this studio, are we expecting Ghana to degenerate into something else that we all will call unfortunate? Should Ghana an election degenerate into war in Ghana here? So why should the NDC still maintain their people?
You would say good.
All I am trying to say is that we are expecting better from Akwatia.
Okay.
The police has promised better from Akwatia. And the better will happen only if the police are fair. The better will happen only if we both understand, as we are in the studio here, if I take a stone to throw at my brother now, he may be tempted, even though he is here and he wants peace to prevail, he may be tempted to defend himself.
There's the issue of reprisal, and I'll come to you. And
we should all work towards.
I would allow you the time to respond, but let me quickly run to Akwatia. I understand that, Jeff, my colleague is live there somewhere in some of the in the constituency, in some of the polling stations. Let me hear from you, Jeff. Where exactly are you, and what's happening there? Please talk to me.
All right, thank you so much, Efriye. So currently, I'm currently at the Boedua lorry station. So there's, as you can see behind me, there's a polling station over here. That's the Boedua polling station. So that's where we are currently. I'm told that this is one of the flashpoints when it comes to elections here at the Akwatia constituency. So we are currently stationed over here to observe proceedings. We are told that earlier there were some skirmishes over here where some members of the NDC and the MPP engaged in some back and forth, which resulted in one of them slapping another. We are actually yet to confirm that from the police because we tried to establish contact with them, but they are yet to tell us or confirm that that has happened. But from the people that we came to meet over here, that is what happened over here with regards to Boedua lorry station here. So that is the situation. Earlier we were also at we were at other polling stations where we observed proceedings. I can tell you from our observations that proceedings are currently relatively calm, apart from the few skirmishes that have happened. I can tell you could see the atmosphere. I'll be engaging a number of people over here, though, including some members of parliament who are currently represented over here observing proceeding at this particular location. But Free, this is the current situation in Akwatia. I can tell you that election is currently ongoing, very calm. You could see just that the turnout is one of the things that I have observed and think that it is quite low. Because looking at the numbers that are expected over here in particular, over 700 electorates are expected over here. But as we speak, just a little over 200 have cast their ballots at this particular polling station. So it tells you that, turnout is quite an issue in some of the polling stations that I have actually visited. If you don't mind, I want to quickly engage the Member of Parliament for Okaikwe South, the person of Ernest Adomaku, who has been here
Please
since morning.
Go ahead and talk to him.
Proceedings at this particular polling station. So I quickly want to engage him to find out what exactly he has been observing, even before I tell you about other issues bordering this particular election. So, Honorable, thank you so much. You're live on Metro TV. So you have been here since morning, I believe, and you've been making rounds to observe how the proceedings of this election is ongoing. Can you tell me what your observations have been so far?
So far, so good. It's been peaceful, and we are expecting that at the end of everything, or at the end of the day, the elections are going to be peaceful. And I strongly believe that NDC is winning this seat for NDC party. Yes.
Why do you believe so?
Because looking at the things we've done so far, even though we've been in power for some few months, looking at how our city is appreciating to other foreign currencies, and also looking at the development and other things that we are doing, the electorates are really, really happy about our governance so far. And all the people that I have spoken to, they are all convinced that they are going to vote for NDC this time for us to win this seat.
All right. So you have been here. We understand that there have been some skirmishes over here. There have been some back and forth between some members of the NPP and the NDC as well. Did you chance on this?
Well, it's very unfortunate, but I wasn't there when those things happened. So I can't really say much about it. But what I can say for now that I think we should exercise patience. We are not going for a war. Elections is just about you take your ballot paper, go to the booth, cast your vote, walk out peacefully. We don't need to fight. And what happened, I think we are trying to control our members or our followers to remain calm. The police visibility here is to protect lives and property. They are not here to harm anybody. They are not here to destroy anybody. They are rather here to protect us. If you have good intentions, why should you be afraid of the police? They are not harming anybody. And we are expecting that at the end of the day, we are going to have peaceful election.
Talking about security over here, I could count more than 30 policemen manning this single particular polling station. Do you think that we really need this? I mean, with regards to the circumstances that led to the death of, or how the former member of parliament passed on, and with this particular by-election that is being conducted, do we need more than 30 policemen to man this single polling station?
There is a saying that prevention is better than cure. We don't want things that we've seen in the past to happen again. That is why the policemen are here to protect us, because we don't want to lose any life after the elections. So, as I said, if you don't have any bad intentions, why should you be afraid of the police? And besides, they are not armed. They are only here observing what is happening. But they have their men too on the grounds. In case of anything, then they can call for reinforcement. But I strongly believe that after 5 o'clock, there will be no chaos. Everything is going to be peaceful. Looking at what is happening now.
Yeah. I'm getting the sense that, electorates are not really coming out to vote, and some few people that I have spoken to actually attributed that to the number of security men that have been deployed, not to just this polling station, but across board, all the various areas within the constituency. Even when we were coming from Accra today, before we entered the constituency, we've seen several police barriers mounted on the way, and you could tell, or you could see about 10 policemen mounting each barrier. This may be scaring electorates.
So far the turnout has been good. I'm saying this because this constituency has a lot of farming communities. And you know, farmers, most of them would like to visit their farm early in the morning, and then later they come and vote. So I'm sure from 3 p.m. going, you see them coming to cast their vote. But I think so far, so good. The turnout has been good so far. All the polling centers that I have visited so far, the turnout is okay. It's fine.
Let me find out from you finally. What is it about your candidate, the NDC candidate? What exactly is he bringing on board as a member of parliament who probably will be joining you in parliament?
He is a lawyer by profession, and looking at the things he has done for the community, I've spoken to some of the electorates around, and the feedback I'm getting from them is that he's helping those who are learning, or those who are into artisans and stuff. He pays for them to learn, to have at least the vocational training, and then also the artisan and all that. He has been very supportive so far, supporting the community. They've been speaking well about him. So I'm sure when he gets the nod and they give him the mandate, and I'm very sure that he's going to support the community. He will continue doing what he has been doing already. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. So that is the Member of Parliament for Akwatia South, Honorable Ernest Adomako, who just spoke to me. He believes that the turnout there's going to be a boost in the turnout over here. But for me, from my observation, I can tell you that turnout is quite low, looking at the time as we speak. But they believe that the people over here are farmers, so most of them might have gone to farm in the morning, and so probably this is the time they would have to be returning from the farm and also want to come and participate in this particular exercise. So we are here looking on to expect a lot more of them to come and cast their ballot. But Efree, let me also tell you that with regards to security, like I mentioned earlier, I could count more than 30 policemen just here, just at this particular polling station. I could count about more than 30 policemen are here at this. particular polling station, and I am told, like I said earlier, that this place is one of the flashpoints when it comes to elections at the Akwatia constituency. So our lenses are going to be focused more over here to catch, a glimpse, or to give you videos or what expectations of whatever is going to be happening over here on the grounds. I'm going to be engaging my colleague Peniel, who is the correspondent here, for him to also tell me what his observations has been. But I have some constituents around.
Right, so Jeff is in the heart of Akwatia, bringing us up to speed with what is happening. Later on, when we get to him, we would want him or would get him to speak to some of the residents themselves and how they intend, if they have voted already, but if not, we'll still want to tease out from them how they intend to vote and why they haven't voted yet and what's their reason. But let me come back to you, Ernest, and I will come. My colleague, Jeff, actually asked a question, and it's in relation to the point you were making about the security, about the fact that the trust is not there, even though you are saying the MPP has shown good faith after the Ayawaso West Wagon by-elections. And so the MPP has disbanded its vigilantes. The NDC hasn't done that, and they are using that to intimidate you on the ground, both in Ablekuma North and that of what's happening currently. Is it not the case that they still don't trust you? Your mic is actually off. Kindly, so please go back.
I was saying that after Ayawaso West Wagon, there were three by-elections under the MPP. We went to Asin North, we went to Kumewu, and we went to Ejuso. And after Ayawaso West, you could confirm that all three elections that happened after Ayawaso West were violence-free. Because the MPP took steps to enact a law. If you remember, Act 999 or something.
Yes, I do.
The Vigilantism and Related Offences Act was passed in the same year. You see, this is good faith. The thing happened on the 30th, I think the election was on the 31st of January or so. By the end of 2019, 31st January 2019, by the close of 2019, they have gone through all the processes and passed a law to disband vigilantism. Why are we here? Why are we still experiencing this? I said three by-elections under the MPP. That's why I was saying you cannot compare the current by-elections to Ayawaso West Wagon. That was a bad thing that happened. Everybody spoke about it. And the way the NDC handled Ayawaso West Wagon, the way they spoke about it, the way we all condemned Ayawaso West Wagon, and the government took steps to disband all these things. Why is the police looking on? We saw, you see, and there is something I want, a statement just I want to make. Then
you make that, then I'll come to
Look, somebody, one of the people you interviewed earlier said, Ghana, we grew to a point where the whole world saw Ghana as the beacon of democracy. People saw us as the center of democracy in Africa. If we made one mistake and the NDC bases that single mistake that was made, I am calling it a mistake because I also don't support what happened and I don't appreciate it.
That's very good.
But if subsequently we base every other action
on Ayawaso West Wagon.
And I was sitting in the studio with one NDC young man who, in the studio, and up to today, believed that Hawa Kumsi shot and killed somebody. And that person must also be murdered. And they are men. If they don't stop it, I'm saying this so that they will begin to educate their people. If they don't stop it, their people are going to continue.
Ernest is asking, why are we here? I mean, after all the things that happened to calm tensions, to calm the political space down, why are we still here?
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that my brother Ernest admits in clear terms that what happened under the MPP, the Ayawaso West Wagon election, was a disaster, and he described it as a mistake. And I'm happy. He's shown good statesmanship that such things should not be tolerated in this country. In fact, he did mention Asin North by election. I agree with him that Asin North election was sort of peaceful, except to say that some illegalities took place in the Asin North by election. I'm not saying that there should be such representation equity. Of course, we are not saying that monetization of Ghana's democracy certainly cannot be part of the Ghana being described as the center of Africa's democracy. You know, during the Asin North by election today, the song is still there. Yedi, Yedi, Chasopoku Sikano, Yedi. We're here. 200 Ghana cedi was being shared in Asin North. We're here in this country. 200 Ghana cedi. So for MPP, it's either they use violence or they try to monetize our democracy. But that will not allow that. And I'm happy that, of course, the people of Ghana has already given their verdict on the MPP. They are in opposition. They've been cleared. They defeated miserably. And it's because the people of Ghana do not believe in the style of politics by the MPP. And you could see the difference in Akwatia. There's no single share of even 1 Ghana cedi. Assuming it was MPP that is in power, you see.
We are picking information. There is money being shared around.
State funds.
I'm yet to verify that anyway. So
our MPP are going there with money again.
I don't know which political party.
Has the MPP gone there again to do their stuff?
I don't know which political party. I don't know. I cannot verify whether it is MPP or
Have they not
NDC.
learned their lessons? The MPP, have they not learned their lessons?
So I'm saying that I am not able to confirm.
That's right.
Whether it is MPP or NDC, but I am picking information that some party agents, not polling agents, not those who are at the electoral centers, but some party agents are trying to.
Mr. Free, I
was watching Turnout TV before I left.
But let me allow you. Let me allow you. You have the time. Let me allow you.
Mr. Free, I will not doubt you because I do admit that even though MPP are in opposition, they left just some 8 months ago. They still have some money. That's a fact.
Oh, but the Greater Accra Regional Minister was not an MPP. He's not an MPP.
You let me.
And you heard her what she
I have
said,
my time.
right?
Let me finish. I'm saying that the MPP left power some 8 months ago. They still have some money. Some of the money may be under the bed. Some may be under.
This is mischief.
Honest.
People have money under their beds.
Our viewers know this is mischief. At least they are discerning.
MPP left power some 8 months ago, so I'm sure they took some to Akwatia. But I'm happy. I mean, generally, both parties we've conducted ourselves very well. Both parties. I mean, it appears to be largely peaceful. I mean, I'm sure, with the exception of those videos that you saw, there's not too much monetization in the system. But, of course, policy is about development. I was happy that the National Youth Authority has expanded its wings and the kind of projects that they intend to do in other constituencies. Akwatia has also gotten part of its share. DVLA has opened a nice office in Akwatia. I mean, these are all signs of development. We don't campaign on election day, but we can talk about development. And I know the people of Akwatia who are watching Metro now, those who are yet to go to the polling station, they know that it is only the NDC, this ruling government, that has their interests at heart. So I'm appealing to them. I mean, they should look at the development. Thank you.
Let me ask you. You are a lawyer.
That's on channel 1.
You are a lawyer.
That's right.
First of all, and I think you are a member of the National Executive Committee of the NDC.
Duly elected.
So let me list it. You are a lawyer. You are a national executive member of the NDC. You are a member of the governing board of the VRA.
Voter Authority.
And then you are a senior director at the Youth Employment Agency. Have you seen the video of Chief Azoka, your vice chairman?
No, this morning my data was off at a point. I have not really gone on social media, to be very honest. I on my data when I came here to post our video. To post a picture.
So you haven't seen that?
No, unless you want to show it to me.
No. We'll try and show it.
Yes, please do.
But it is showing. It's what is on your.
Okay, so this is on social media. We'll try and see if we can pull it. I understand that we have Richard Kumado. I'll come back to the discussions that we are having. Who is a security consultant joining us right now? And Richard, thank you very much for joining me. Good afternoon to you. I don't know if you can hear me, but if you do, let me ask you. So far, I think it's in peaceful. Just pockets of threats, if I can say threats, And for you as a security expert, do you think that we are on course? I mean, for a peaceful election by the end of the day as of 6 p.m., if we can project?
So far, so good. We have done the 3 time layers. We are left with the 2 between now to 3 p.m., then 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. When we get to close of post, 3 things are likely to happen when it comes to coalition and declaration at the police stations and at the coalition center. There could be distortion of results, duplication of results, and discrepancies in the results, and that may degenerate into some scuffle. If we are able to cross that, we will be fine. My checks confirm that the coalition center must police officers, and they will provide the security assurances for the electoral officers to do their job. Now, when it comes to success of elections, it goes way beyond what the police should do. There's electoral commission to do their part. There's the political party agents to do their part. The voters must do their part. The police predominantly will provide a safer environment for voting, which they have done successfully. They will ensure that voters in particular enjoy high-level safety, which they have done. Then finally, to provide the security assurances for the electoral commission officers to do their job at the close of polls. So that is where we are now. So far, so good.
Thank you very much. I'm happy about the fact that it is so far so good, because that's what we are all looking for. But let's begin from the starting point, where we have security arrangements. Some people think that it is a bit overstretched. Looking at the number of security men positioned at each of the polling stations, and the fact that it's just one constituency, is it overstretched, or you think that based on precedence it is enough?
As for you, my senior brothers and sisters in the media, one day there will be a fight. if we have gone there with 100 police officers, and by now,
of course, we'll
there's
come
trouble
back and
everywhere.
There are
You would
policemen.
have changed the narration, and the questions would have changed. To the extent that NDC MPP have turned our election into a boxing ring or a civil war, and they want to fight, this is what you see. I think what we need to be looking at after this election, let's look at the cost of moving 5,000 men to Akwatia. It comes at a cost, and it's a heavy cost: equipment, resources, and the maintenance of the men. The men you are seeing there are the specialized forces within the police service. And so that should be the discussion we should be having. But I'm grateful that Uncle Yehonu is on the ground. He wants to make sure we pull it off properly. And so far, so good. Let's leave the rest, and let's make sure that by 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., results has been declared. We know who won. We know who didn't win. And we say good luck next time. And let the watches sellers and the porridge sellers and the guineas and the beer sellers make sure they take as much money from the tourism side of elections before they leave Akwatia back to Accra and wherever they came from.
But let me stay on that point still, even though you are disbanding that. But let me stay on that. Richie, you are the experts, and so I'm happy that I'm able to ask you this particular question, and I want to stay on it for the fact that some people may feel I am using quote unquote intimidated by the presence of too much security men and may not want to vote, or if kindly allow me to land. So either they feel intimidated or they feel confident enough by the presence of the police and want to come and vote. How is it playing out, and how is it going to play out before the 5 p.m.?
So far, so good. And we are thanking IGP Yohonu for that. We are thanking the politicians for comporting themselves. We are thanking the police agents that they are doing their job. We are thanking the electoral commission that none of the machines break down. That will lead to long hold up and into great problems. When you look at the national election 2024, there were about 52,000 people who registered. Only 36,000 voted. And in by-elections throughout our history, we recorded lower numbers. In the morning, I encourage NDC MPP to go into town and whip their members to come and vote. Until they are able to do that, let's leave the process as it is, and let's thank God that the police presence is not intimidating any voter. And people are coming out to vote. Those who don't want to vote and they are holding their ID card, then party members and the CNPP must go to town and say, hey, please, we beg you, go and vote for our candidate for us. And that is the way it has to go.
I agree. That's actually the duty of the political parties, to go into houses and communities and urge on their followers to go in and vote, because the presence of the police should not intimidate them. But I don't know if you've seen the video of Chief Azoka threatening the minority leader, Mr. Afenyo Makin.
No, go, that's not threatening. I think I might be wrong. Hey, let me be careful before they beat me up. If you know Chief Azoka 20 years ago, it's not the same Chief Azoka today.
Yes.
If you know our father, Bugri Nabu, 10 years ago, it's not the same. If you know our uncle, Chief Buka, 10 years ago, it's not the same. Unfortunately, he used the word as a human being. But then if you look at the two of them, these are people who know themselves. I think one of them holds black belt, the other one holds white, and they want to check both their bodies. And I don't think these are the major consistencies between the NDC and NPP we are afraid of.
Right.
This is a friendly fire. But then again, the police is not leaving any stone unturned. So you saw them there.
Yes,
you saw the lady
exactly.
telling Chief Azoka that, Papa, calm down, Papa, calm down. Worst scenario, they will separate them and take them to the east, one to the west. But these are not the things that would degenerate into chaos. To the extent that you have massive police numbers there, even if their supporters want to take the law into their own hands, I believe so much that the police will curtail it. But I don't think Chief Azoka, Chief Buka, these are friendly fire. They should give them breakfast or lunch and we'll be fine.
But let me now ask you the final question. But we'll obviously come back to you in the course of the day till everything is done and declaration is done. But you see, and from your word as an expert, we can rely on the fact that it will be largely peaceful even through till the declaration of the results tonight.
We have one last hotspot that is between 5 to 7 p.m. close of polls. And when it comes to close of polls, three things are likely to happen if you don't watch it: distortion of results, duplication of the results, and discrepancy. That can lead to a major issue for us. If you remember, Electoral Commission added a control measure where the results have to be collated electronically before the manner collation takes place. That may take us about 7:30, 8, 9. Worst scenario, between 5 to 8:39, we should know who has won. And that is where you will see massive numbers of the police at the coalition center, providing security assurances for Electoral Commission to do their job. Let Electoral Commission do not relent on your responsibility. Once they can get that one done, we wouldn't have any problem. If there will be anything at all, it will be drunkards who are drunk and they want to fight. They should take them to the far park where the footballers is. And while they are fighting, let's declare the results and everybody come to a class.
Richard, you have a way of calming things down, but thank you very much. I'll come back to you in the course of our discussions for the afternoon, but thank you very much. Richard Kumado is a security expert, and he tells us that so far so good, right from the morning. The pockets of threats, not violence even, that have happened so far are nothing to be afraid of or to panic. And so if you are in your home, well, that's the duty of your political party administrators. They should come to you to tell you that you need to have confidence in the fact that there is police around and that you can go to your polling station and vote. And let me come back now to the studio. And still on Wonder, before I come to you, Ernest, I was going to ask you, why the tension? Why all... my producer is getting it. We'll see it. We'll see it. But I was going to ask you, you said there has been tension. MPP talking, NDC talking, even in the run-up to today. I was going to ask you, why the tension, even though Richard calms tension and says that everything is all right?
Oh, it's normally usual of a by-election because unlike the national election where there is concentration on every part of the country, this is the whole concentration is on Akwatia, which is why you see a former minister being a polling station being a polling agent. It is because all the concentration is there. So it's normal, but I'm glad that, of course, there have been some little threat here and there, but it's peaceful. The research agenda is on, and I'm glad that we are almost 3 to 4 hours for polls to end, and there's not been any significant hindrance. I mean, but my worry is the low turnout that we are getting. We are getting the signal. I mean, when I was here, I had to message one or two people in the national team, and the signal is that a lot of people are not coming out. A lot of people are not coming out. But in other areas,
my reporter had stated that largely, a greater percentage of the constituency are farmers. That's so right. They are in farming communities, and they would not stay home because of the elections. They would go to their farms and come back. Right. So we are expecting some marginal increase in the turnout from
That's
1,
right.
2, 3
That's right.
thereabout,
That's
maybe
right.
between 3 and 5.
That's right.
It
That's
should
right.
it should change.
That's
If
right.
it doesn't change, then we'll go by.
That's
by
right.
what
I hope so. I hope and pray that they come out in their numbers before the poll come to a close. But I can understand and appreciate why they want to go to work before coming, because now there's value for money. The economy is growing, and it's a strong. There's a strong indication that if you work very hard under this government, you will succeed. Because the duty of government, every government, is to create the enabling environment for the local economy to expand. So if you have persons, even on election day, deciding to go to farm before coming to vote, is to tell that they have a confidence in this economy, they have confidence in this government, and they know that, look, their toils, their suffering will not be in vain. And this government will not disappoint them. This government will continue to work to implement its manifesto promises, which includes the no fee stress policy, which includes the 24-hour economy, which includes the National Women's Bank. I mean, so far so good for this government.
I'll come to the issues of the economy, but let me go to Ernest on the on the security and what we've been discussing so far, and then beyond that, I'll come and ask you how you think the passing on of the former MP will play out in the voting today. Eventually, we'll come and do the economy and how that will also play out in the voting.
Thank you. If you look at what's happening now, especially with the Azoka one that we were referencing, security is good. There've been a lot of policemen there, which we all thought was going to ward off anybody who had any ulterior motives. So if you had you were thinking of going to do anything with the levels of security men that we have there, you should have thought twice. But it often will not happen when you know your party is in power, and you know that I am an officer of the party, and who can touch me? Nobody. And that's exactly what happened with our brother Sofu Azoka. There are two deputy chairmen of the two opposing parties. I have always met NDC people on shows. We've never fought before. We'll have our own arguments when we come out. We are friends and we talk. And so when Alhaji Osman saw Sofu Azoka as his counterpart from the other party, you realize that if you listen to the sound, what he said is, "Oh, my brother, how is it? Oh, my brothers." And even when he was pointing his finger like that, still he was calling him my brother. So you could see that, as for me, that's my worry. If you look at Akwatia, what happened there, if you ask me, and I don't know whether we were privileged to watch the show, I felt very uncomfortable when I had to appear on Good Morning Ghana the morning that we had the bad news. I think the day after we had the bad news, and you could see how bad we all felt on that day, because these, you see, Ernest and somebody like Mutala had some striking similarities. Both very calm people, two young people who had come to parliament, very loved by the people around them. So you could see that Ernest doesn't have too many enemies, and Mutala is loved so much by so many people. I was privileged to know both of them. I was privileged to be on shows with both of them. So you could see the day the issue happened, how some of us, in fact, that day the host had wanted to introduce a topic. I told him there's nothing we can discuss today. And that's how I looked at it. If you asked me, the gesture of the MPP that we will not go to Tamale Central, I have said over and over again that it's not about whether MPP will win or lose. We could have gone there just for the fun of it, made a lot of noise and did the usual fanfare and come. But the feeling that we have lost such good friends, such good people in such uncomfortable, unthinkable ways, and both of them, Ernest Young, he's now almost done with his law. Mutala had just been done with his PhD and all that. The circumstances are too striking. And there was no way, if I had to make any decisions. I support wholly the idea that we don't have to go and contest anything in Tamale.
There was also the perception that you were considering the cost, and so yes, the emotional attachment was there, the feeling was there.
I told you there are so many by-elections that we have been to.
Yes.
By-elections, you know you will lose, but just for the fun of it, we will go and then we will come back.
You need to build your party in the constituency. You need to build your base there.
How many by-elections have MPP won? How many by-elections? We have both lost by-elections. We have both won by-elections. And for that matter, for me, the attachment, the feeling, the fact that...
No, but that's because you know them. I know Mutala. I know Ernest. Exactly. Mutala was my friend.
So if you know the two human beings, you will know why somebody like me, anytime those issues
I will be emotionally influenced if I am to take a decision like that. But is that the position of the party?
I believe that the party is not about money. Whenever we are going for elections, I have always said, I've followed politics for so long a time. Nobody uses his pocket money to do politics. You collapse and you never come back. So people contribute. There are so many things that come up when we are going for such elections and all that. So I would have wished that, you see that from the time we started, I'm trying hard to avoid who wins.
Yes.
I don't want to talk about who wins, because whoever wins there doesn't matter. The NDC had 2/3 of majority, and adding one more will not change their destiny. The MPP they call it what? Micro-minority. How do you call it?
Micro-minority.
Micro-minority, and maintaining the 88 will not change our destiny. So for me, it's not about who wins or who loses. I don't care.
But are you winning? Will you win?
I believe that, you see, I have been on several shows within the week.
Yes.
My appeal to the people of Akwatia is that you have lost a brother, a good one, of course. You have lost a son, a husband, and somebody you people have loved. Under such unconventional circumstances, very young, he's just 41. He's just completed his law school, and he had offered. I have known Ernest for years. I used to do shows with him. So I have known him for some time. And he had just offered to also come and help his people. Some of us begin to see money small, and we will forget where we come from. And I will swear, if you mention my village, I will swear heaven and earth, I don't even come from there. And that is how some people live.
Yes.
But unfortunately, our brother, after growing small, decided to go back home and lend whatever he has acquired to his people. And unfortunately, he passed under such conditions. I would have wished
the question will be whether people are listening to that and basing on that.
We've made that appeal and we've left.
I see the mayor of Accra in the short. Kindly indulge me. Let me just pick them and listen to what he's saying. He's on the field. We'll come back shortly.
Police have done a very good job by putting barriers everywhere, putting their men here for us to have very, very, very violent-free elections.
But one issue that we are recording over here has to do with the fact that voters are not turning out to vote. With this particular polling station, when I inquire, it looks like less than half of the people have casted their vote so far. We are heading to 2 p.m., so that is quite worrying.
What I learned is that some of them have gone to work, and some of them are farmers, and some of them also work at the hospital. So some of them have gone to work. So we hope and pray before 4 they will come and vote.
One issue that has been raised by many has to do with the deployment of policemen on the grounds. And I can say that just this place, I have counted more than 30 policemen manning this single polling station.
Not up to 30.
It's more than 30. I mean, when you go to the when you go to the the entrance there, you see some of them. They are dotted all over the place, and I can personally count about 30.
I don't think that if you have no bad intentions, if you see police, you have to run away. Me, I'm very comfortable with the police being around there because it has made the place very calm. Everybody is walking about. The police are not harassing anybody, as you can see. The whole place is very calm. So the police presence here is nothing. Just that it's good that if every by-election now we need to have policies like this and let the place be calm.
But it's intimidating voters, according to what many of them have told me.
No. It's not intimidating anybody. My brother, I can tell you with all authority that the policemen here are very lovely. I've talked to some of them. I've shaken some of them. They are not people that they are not wearing masks. They are not having guns ready to shoot anybody. They are not intimidating. It's just the dress they are wearing is only black. That's the only difference. But the police here are very friendly, and kudos to the IGP and kudos to the government of the day for making sure Akwatia is peaceful.
Let's talk about the NDC candidate who is representing the NDC on the ballot. What do you think he's bringing on board? I don't know if you have that personal relationship with him, but with him, what exactly is he bringing on board different from what others have done?
You know, I don't, I have to be honest with you, I don't really know the lawyer very well. And, you know, I'm based in Accra. So things that goes on in Akwatia, I'm not really good. But from what I heard from people, is that the lawyer is going to bring a lot of changes in Akwatia. This is the time that they need somebody like the lawyer. You know, the lawyer is a very unique, he has this unique character, how to bring people together, how to care for the needy. I learned to even have an orphanage that is taken care of. So somebody like this in Akwatia this time is good for Akwatia people.
Many have also said that, I mean, like they requested earlier, the NDC should have just given up on this particular constituency, just like what they did for the Tamale Central. And so what the NDC is doing for them, they believe that the NDC is not, for lack of better words, not being human.
Brother, you cannot say that because you think Tamale Central is not for you. This place, first it was for Baba Jama before he went to the MPP. So the same way, once the thing belongs to us before, we just want our thing back. It's not about we thinking that we are not being human or we are being human. We just want our seat back. The seat, I say, I deal with fear ye. So we are bringing it back home.
So you believe that the voters are going to be turning out in their numbers? We are going to be seeing a very significant number of electors turning out at the end of the day?
Yes, my brother. I can tell you we can get maybe around 80 to 90%.
All right, thank you so much. So that is the Accra Mayor, the Honorable Kpakpo Alote, speaking to me. So as you can see, I mean, the process is still ongoing. You can see this gentleman who is actually in the queue trying to go through the process to cast his ballot. Just by the electoral officials, you could see the police as well. They are also here in their numbers, trying to make sure that law and order is what exactly is going to be the situation over here. Nobody is expected to cause any confusion over here. I spoke to some of the police leadership earlier on who told me that, I mean, like they earlier on stated, they are not going to tolerate anybody who have the intention of causing any chaos or want to be violent in this particular process. So they are going to be dealing with anybody who comes to this particular environment. As far as this election is concerned, anybody with any such intention, the police are ready to deal with the person. So you can see around a number of individuals are here. Some members of parliament have come and gone. I mean, just observing this particular exercise over here. There are a number of them. The police, like I said earlier, this is one of their vehicles. So they are also here just making sure that, I mean, the process goes on smoothly. The issue with the turnout is definitely an issue, because just a while ago, as you saw in the picture, the people are not really coming out. From all observations, the people are not really coming out to cast ballots. But we are hearing that because this place is a farming environment, many of them might have gone to farm and now they are returning. So hopefully, I mean, in the rush hour of the day, we are going to be seeing a number of them trooping in to cast their ballot. I have some ladies over here I want to engage. I'm sure they might have cast their ballot already. Hello, ladies. Good afternoon to you. You are live on Metro TV. So I'm sure both of you have cast your ballots already.
Yes, yes.
And how did you see the process?
Oh, everything is cool. Everything is cool.
We are still on it.
If you say everything is cool, what do you mean?
We are
Like people were expecting like some fights, but it's like everything is cool here.
Who are those expecting fights over here?
Both parties.
yes.
Did you see any of them?
Yeah. Yes.
What exactly was the issue with them? What were they fighting?
No. They were checking their cars, and the other party they were like the policeman should not inspect their cars. It's all because there were guns in their cars.
You think that there was gun in their car
We all saw it.
and the police couldn't arrest them?
They took it from them.
Which car? Has the car left here?
Yes, please.
With who? Did the police, took the car away?
Yes, please. They took it at the junction.
So you saw the guns in the car?
Please. It was 4.
4 guns.
Yes, please.
Is the car a registered car?
Yes.
I see. How many men were in the car?
4.
4 men?
Yes.
And all of them having guns?
Yes, please.
All right. So this is quite breaking. So what these ladies are telling me is that the police actually apprehended a vehicle that is having, with the 4 occupants in the vehicle having guns, each of them having guns. So according to them, the police have actually moved them, or actually accosted them and have taken them to wherever they have to be taken to for interrogation. So that is actually coming from these 2 ladies that I just spoke to. This is quite alarming, but for individuals to come here with guns in their cars, it's not something that is expected, and I'm sure that the police being in their numbers over here and the swift dealing with such individuals, I must say that is quite recommendable if the words from these young ladies that I just spoke to is anything to go by. So that is the situation over here. I have some gentlemen over here as well I want to engage who have also been observing. I've been watching them all this while. Let me quickly engage them to see what exactly they have been observing. Gentlemen, good afternoon to you guys. So we are live on Metro TV. We want to find out from you. You have been here monitoring the elections over here. Can any of you tell me what your observation have been so far?
Everything is peaceful.
Everything is going all right. Yeah.
But apart from that, do you see people? Have you casted by your ballots already?
Oh, no. We are waiting. By 5 o'clock, we will vote.
Why are you waiting to the last hour?
Oh, it's not because, but we are waiting for something. That's why we are keeping waiting.
What are you waiting for?
Oh,
what are you waiting for? That's the question. What are you waiting for?
That one there, I can't tell. I can't tell.
So it means that all of you here are waiting for something before you step in there to cast your ballot.
Yeah.
Do you know the time the polls will close?
No, we don't know yet, but
by 6 o'clock. By 6 o'clock.
The polls is not ending at 6, ending at 5 p.m.
5 p.m. Then we are going to wait for 4:30.
But my question is, I insist, why do you want to wait till that last minute? Because
that one there we can't tell. That one there we can't tell.
that thing is not around. We can't vote.
Yeah, that one.
What is that? You want anything from any of the politicians?
No, not that we want something from any, but we are waiting for that thing before.
That's what is bothering me. What is that thing?
We are not expecting anything. We will vote. You vote. Maybe around like 3 or 4, you will vote. We are not waiting for anything. Yeah, we just did.
But has any of the candidates promised you guys anything before you vote?
No, we've not been promised. We've not been promised anything. We are just waiting. We are just making our decision on who to vote for. That's why we are still waiting.
So you don't know who to vote for?
Yeah, we are just making the right decision. We don't want to forced into any decision. We are just waiting for the right decision. Yeah.
You are saying that both of them are doing well. In what terms?
Oh no, like sure, as my brother is saying.
What did he say?
Like, oh, both of them are creating job for the youth, and we appreciate that. We love that. So, like,
so you have to wait until 5 p.m. 4:30 thereabout for you to get in there and cast your ballot. Of course, you are going to be meeting a lot of people in the queue at that time. Is that what you want?
Oh yeah, but we will go home. We'll go home. We'll go home. But we are not standing here around like we are standing here like we are. We'll wait for here like for something or that. No, but we'll go home.
Finally, before I take leave of you, what exactly are we expecting from whoever you decide to vote for? What are the challenges you want them to deal with regards to the constituency?
That one there is my mind. That one there is my mind.
Our roads are very bad. We want them to fix it, especially Topraman Road. Yeah, we want them to fix it for us.
So you believe that whoever you are going to vote for tonight will be able to do that for you?
Yes, we surely believe that they are going to do it for us.
Thank you. I mean, you've heard from them. They are here in their numbers. These are some of the youths within the constituency who are saying that for them, they are waiting until the last hour before they will cast their ballots, and they believe that they want to see something for whatever they wanted to see or they want to see before casting their ballots. I'm yet to know. And they haven't disclosed that to me, but of course these are people whose votes are going to definitely make a difference as far as this by-election is concerned. So this is the development over here. The place is quite calm now, so we are expecting to see a lot more people coming in. As you can see behind me, people are coming one after the other. So we are looking forward to, a significant number of them coming to cast their ballots, despite the presence of the police, to be able to make this exercise successful. So we are still on the grounds. We will be moving to other areas or other polling stations where we bring you all the development that you need to get as far as this by-election is concerned. And our cameras are going to be all over the place, and all the details will be brought to you.
You welcome back from that. So that's my colleague Jeff on the field. We'll keep going back to him, but let me come back to the studio and to Wanda. Wanda is a member of the National Executive Committee of the NDC, and we've been discussing a lot here back in the studio. So far, you'll be running away very soon, I understand, but we will still expect you anyway. I'm saying that on air so that when you go, you'll still come back.
I'll be back when the results are trickling in.
When the results are trickling in. But for you, I think it's going well. Mm-hmm. Are you winning? Yes. Are you talking to your people?
That's right. We are winning, and the people of Akwatia are also winning. This is the ruling government. Mm-hmm. They need the government to be there for them, to support them, and to bring development. It's when you're going to an election, the general election, nobody knows who will win the presidency. So it's always here and there. Mm-hmm. But now they know that at least for the next 3 years, the NDC is in power. So it's important that they join us to develop Akwatia. Mm.
But again, I was asking him about the play of the sympathy, the passing on of the current or the former MP who is being replaced. And you were talking about development. Will it be about development? Will it be about sympathy votes? Have you assessed that? Is that not going to work against you?
Yeah, the good news is that these two gentlemen, Bernard and then Solomon, they are all from the constituency. They are all indigenous. It's not like they are bringing somebody from London or Tamale or Keta. They are all from within the constituency. So it's unfortunate the passing of the late MP. You know, I knew him when I was at the law school. I did his serious student politics and rising to become the SRC president at law school. So I know him very, very calm, so very, 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 very cool person. You understand? It's unfortunate. We are all sad for his demise. But this election is not about sympathy. This election is not about crying or what have you. This election is about development. And that's what we are talking about. As for the sadness, we are all sad. If we have the opportunity to reverse the death. We go. You understand? We are not happy at all with the people of Akwatia losing their MP. That's been said. We pray that the people of Akwatia will agree with us that they need development and they need to join us. None of the MPs, like our national chairman said, none of the MPs that the NDC have in parliament will be pushing for the people of Akwatia in parliament. The MP for Angola will be pushing and fighting for development to go to Angola. The MP for Adakro will be pushing for development to go to Adakro. You understand? So we want.
But if it's the opposition, they can still lobby you. They can still lobby the roads minister. Or is it the case that you will not attend to them at all?
Oh, there's nothing wrong with lobbying, but you know what we are talking about. If you are part of the government, I mean, if you have the opportunity to be part. Oh, we are not campaigning. We are just. No, we are discussing development. If you have the opportunity to be part of the thing, why stay behind and be lobbying? You have the opportunity to be part. You want to be behind and be lobbying? No, I mean, just join us. Let's rule Ghana very well. Let's also be happy. Like, you see, now even the weather has changed. This country since the NDC took over, the weather has changed.
Oh,
I'm telling you. The weather has changed.
It's been cold. It's been cold lately,
yes.
but
it's
been cold.
So if you're not,
and you're attributing that to the NDC.
If you're not careful and you're in the room with your lights on for 1 week continuous, you think you're in Texas or you're in London. Because of you see this country.
New York, you like going to New York. You didn't mention New York, but you are attributing
I'm saying, no, if you're not careful,
the change in weather to that of the NDC
government.
Oh,
no, but you see, when things are changing, you know, and nature has a way of communicating. Look, that's okay. Don't go there.
Your mic is off. Please put it on.
The day those gallant former military men were shot. They were tied to a tree and shot at the Teshin shooting range. This was the weather. I was a very young man, and this was the weather.
I'm happy you said.
So this does not often. The day that the judges, the 3 judges, were found, and it was found out that the country had lost 3 judges through a very gruesome murder. This was the weather.
I'm happy.
Ask anybody who knows.
I'm happy you said you were a young man then. That day you were feeling cold.
This was the weather. So it could be bad news. In Ghana, whenever you see the weather dull, immediately it's bad news.
Okay, I wouldn't want to go into the weather debate.
Anyway,
we have our eyes on the ball.
This is history, though.
We have our eyes on the ball, and I can assure you that the good people of Akwatia will join the NDC to rule Ghana in the right direction as we are currently.
Anyway, Musa Dankwa says you are going to win by 53%. That makes you happy?
Of course, like I told you, I won't be surprised. And Musa Dankwa has proven his worth in this country. We know he does his work dispassionately, he does his work objectively, and I will not be surprised that we win by 53%. But bottom line is that this is not a victory just for the NDC. It's a victory for Ghana, it's a victory for Akwatia, and it's a victory even for the MPP. If the NDC wins, it's a victory for them. Because I'm sure they also want development. I think your slogan is development in freedom. Yeah, so you'll be happy if the NDC wins.
But this is not freedom. It's development under oppression.
Okay, so now you will be taking leave of us.
I'll be back.
So we'll be expecting you.
Sure.
We know that you still have to be in the office
That's
and
right.
offer your services to Mother Ghana for the work that you are doing. But we'll be expecting you when the results starts coming in. Thank you very much. Let me quickly run to Ernest is still here anyway. Ernest is with us, and let me quickly run to Zoom and talk to Dr. Hassan Ayariga. He has a message of peace and unity to the people of Akwatia. It says, "Dear fellow Ghanaians, esteemed candidates of the National Democratic Congress and the New Patriotic Party in the Akwatia by-election, respected electoral officials and cherished constituents. As we exercise our democratic right to vote in today's election, I, Dr. Hassan Ayariga, extend a heartfelt message of peace and unity to us all. This movement is not merely about political competition, but about safeguarding the values of democracy and the well-being of our nation. In the spirit of harmony and progress, I urge all constituents, candidates, and electoral officials to respect the authority of the Electoral Commission and to conduct themselves with dignity, fairness, and responsibility. Let us work hand in hand to ensure a smooth, transparent, and credible electoral process. We must always remember that beyond our political differences, we are first and foremost Ghanaians, one people with one destiny. It is our shared duty to protect the integrity of our democracy and to contribute to the peace and development of our beloved nation. In the spirit of, well, I wish all candidates, officials, and stakeholders a peaceful and successful election. May the outcome reflect the true will of the people and further strengthen the unity and prosperity of Ghana. Thank you, Alhaji Dr. Hassan Ayarga, APC leader. Doc, good afternoon and thank you very much for joining me. That's a very statesman statement coming from you. Doc, please, you may have to unmute your mic.
Is that okay now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. Thank you very much for joining us. I hope you're doing well and your statement is resounding.
Thank you very much. It's a statement for the good people of Ghana, myself, you, the media, the police, the security officers who are all there, and the electorates. Ghana is the only country that we have. Elections will come and go. Presidents will come and go. But Ghana will remain Ghana. And it's our responsibility to make sure that transition upon transition from one government to another is peaceful. And then we can continue to enjoy democracy without having to fight each other or create violence or create anarchy among us. And that is my word. And I plead with both sides of the political divide, the NDC, the MPP, to know they are the major stakeholders in this election. Whatever happens in Akwatia, they will be the winners. Either NDC win or MPP win. But at the end of the day, we must all demonstrate a peaceful coexistence among us.
That's important. And I'm happy that you are calling for the peace in the whole of the election to at least to calm down the tensions. It's been very full of tension so far, even as of this morning, even though it's been peaceful. Have you monitored the space, the media space, and the little or very few pockets of threats that have come up? One from Chief Azoka, one from a communications member who have threatened the minority, Mr. Fenyo Makin, on the field, and what do you make of it?
I saw that of Alhaji Chief Azoka, and I thought that was not necessary because Alhaji, with all due respect, is my brother. As a matter of fact, is a real brother. We went to Hajj together this year, and I don't think it was necessary to even insult his younger brother because the MPP guy was like a younger brother who actually was very peaceful in the manner. I don't know what happened before the insult started, but I think that as a matured politician and Alhaji as well, it could have been managed in a different way or better. Could have been managed better. So, but it's rather unfortunate when people are on the grounds, their behavior and attitude becomes something different. And I wish and pray that such incident will not happen again.
Well, thank you very much. But it comes back to the point of vigilantism and the fact that we have had a law passed curtailing or disbanding vigilantes, and still it looks, I don't know how you will take it, it looks as if it's still rearing its head in our body politic.
I think that most of it always happens when the party in power has some kind of vigilante groups. It always like when you are in power, you have some kind of a spiritual strength and political strength that you always want to subdue the opposition. Whether MDC is in power is the same, MPP is in power is the same. We need to know that there are laws governing our nation as political leaders, no matter which party is in power. And that has political parties in power. You are the party that are supposed to be preaching peace rather than preaching violence. You should rather entertain peace rather than showing any level of violence. So I would plead with the NDC, they are in power now. They should demonstrate some level of tolerance, some level of political tolerance, because political tolerance and peace is what makes a country governable. When there's no political tolerance and peace, a country can never be governed in a peaceful manner. And that should always come from parties that have always ruled this country over and over again. They know the consequences. So I will recommend, first of all, we ban all vigilante groups in Ghana and make sure the police take over every kind of activities. And crime be dealt as crime, not because a party is in power. Whether you are in power or not, you do not have autonomous of power. You don't have the power to think that you are the only party that can misbehave. They should go to political parties in power. They should try as much as possible to curtail their level of violence so that people will get to know that parties in power are the party that preaches peace and harmony rather than the party that demonstrate violence. And talking about by-elections, as we sit here, I have a petition in my hand.
Yes.
That I'm petitioning the Speaker of Parliament on the issue of political by-elections. This is to say that let's adapt a new policy. Let's look at the reforms where we can say that instead of having a by-election, there should be a way that we can change or pass bylaws that we stop having to go for by-elections. So that when somebody dies, the party in power, this is it, the party in power can easily put in another candidate to take over. With that, it will reduce violence, political violence, it will reduce financial burden on by-election, as well as also guarantee continuous and uninterrupted representation of constituents, and as well strengthen Ghana's democracy by modernizing our electoral processes. I think it is high time we look at this petition, Memorandum of Electoral Reforms. So this, I am sharing it, I petition it to
Right. So let me ask you. I mean, you have the petition. You've put it to
General Office.
Yes, you have the petition. You've put it to the Speaker of Parliament. It should go through constitutional amendment. Did you submit it to the review committee?
Not yet. This will go first to it. I just look into it.
Doc, can you hear me? Well, let me. Doc, let me try and get back to you on that one properly, because your line is breaking, but let me try and get back to you. Let me come to Ernest. Ernest seems to agree with you on that point, and in principle, I don't know what his argument is, but let me come to the studio here. Ernest is still here, and off air, I had spoken to him. Off air, I had spoken to him. He seems to agree with you. So, what's your argument on that? Why should the term be secured for 4 years? Or you want to explain the point and then build your argument? Let me.
I have also come up with the same argument that the parties, virtually all by-elections in this country, apart from those three I have mentioned that came after Ayawaso West Wogon, had come with some level of drama, some crisis, some kind of. Let's secure the election of MPs for